And hello and good morning. Good Saturday morning. We're back up. It looks like we're on all the platforms here as far as that goes. And this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, and Twitch. We're not on YouTube. We're on X Live. We're on at least one of the Facebooks. I don't think the other Facebook came up. Let's see. Not sure why that's not coming up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and redo this. And for the Facebook, let's bring up the public Facebook. We should be on the. Let's check the private Facebook. Check it all. We had a little some issues there, so let's go ahead and go to the private Facebook. Yep, we're up on the private Facebook, but not the public Facebook. Let me see if I can bring up the public Facebook. Let's see, we're going to enter room there. We're there. Let me bring it up on the. Okay, we've got video, and let's see, do we have audio? Let's see. Let's check it on the. Yep, we have audio. We have audio. It's not coming up on the big screen. Let me go ahead and redo this. But I am seeing it on Twitch. Okay, there we are. We're on the big screen now. Okay. Okay, we're good. And on X Live. Yes, we're seeing it on the X Live. Okay, so we're on the X Live. We're not on YouTube. So these are the things you gotta figure out as far as when you're live streaming. And I think the issue I had was the fact that I let's see, connection error. Let's go ahead and close that, restart. The problem I had was I let it sit too long before. How come that's not showing the picture now? I should be showing a picture on Studio. It's not working for some reason. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try this. Going into that one, Rumble. Okay, we're on Rumble Studios there. Okay. It seems a little slow on the phone here. So these are the things we're testing out. But Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich on X, over there on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook, which we're going to try and get going here in a minute. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got it on the app. Okay, just a little subtle thing. And then I think I also had prepped. I had a on the Rumble Studios, because that's what we're using. We're using Rumble Studios up here as far as you can see, Rumble Studios. I had a present already preset, and that might have screwed things up. And plus, I was using a template from like 2 weeks ago, so which I had some issues with that. But we're up and running, and good to be here on this Saturday morning to talk for Let's Talk Football, and that is the USFL football. That is United Football League. We're in week 5, and let's see if we can bring up. Let's see, go live. We'll give it one more try to go live on, okay, we got a clean slate there, so we should be able to bring it up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get a title and then manually input it. And let's see, because for the Facebook lot or the public Facebook, I have to manually input it because it's connected RTMP. So, but YouTube, I'll just go ahead and export the video from Twitch over into it. So that there's nothing, and I've also tweeted it out on various platforms here as far as that goes. Let's make sure that I did that. Yeah, it's over on Truth Social. We're over on Blue Skies, Instagram, Threads. We posted it over there on Gitter, and did we post it on Gab? Is it on? Yep, it's on Gab. Oh, we didn't post it on another platform here. Let me check this out here real quick. I did not do that. Let's go ahead and go media. Get a picture there. Just some subtle things we got to take care of here, folks. Just bear with me for a minute. And let's see. We get that right there. Oh, wait a minute. I hope that's the. Let me make sure this is going to where it's supposed to be going. Yep. Okay. It's going to where it's supposed to be going. Okay. So we got one more place to post it there, and then we'll get back to the Facebook. So this is all manually. I've been using. This is all, yeah, that's, I brought it up in the thing there. You can hear me. I'm getting the link here to post it one more spot as far as that goes. So it's a lot of manual input here at the beginning. This isn't a high price production, so to speak, but we're getting it going just the same here. So, and I'm learning how to use this. It's becoming more fluid as far as that, more flexible because I'm able to do this. And okay, back to the Facebook Live, and we'll bring that up, and we'll have like six places we're broadcasting to, as compared to 5. But we won't get to YouTube because the YouTube we can't. I can probably go in there, man, but we'll just. So we got 6. You can put up 7 broadcasts. Okay, let's see. We got that. We got everything. We want to go live. Let's go. So it's not letting me. Let's see, check in. Check in. Cancel that. Edit details. Okay, I guess once we got the. Let's see, webcam. I'm not seeing it go live. So that's interesting. We're not on the, it's not letting us manually input it afterwards. I got to preset it. Okay, that's no problem. I can just go ahead and post it over there. Let's see, that says now. Okay, it's not, I think it's once the, I'm not getting to go live. Let's see, back. Go live. Go with the title. Just go with the title this time. Let's see, one more try. Save it. Refresh it. No, it's not letting us do it. So we're on the private, but we're not on the public. I'll just say, okay, so we're only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we're off and running though. Let's get to the broadcast here. But welcome to Let's Talk Football. We're in the 5th week of the football, UFL football, yeah. What is it? UFL. Yeah. I always want to say USFL, but it's UFL, United Football League, week 5. And we're halfway through the season. Oh, I got to turn this light on here. That gives me better. Okay, there we go. And I'm also having the morning coffee this morning here. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it as far as that goes. And we'll be on for about 30, 45 minutes here. And let's see, we got nobody. Okay. So, but we're in the 5th week as far as that goes. And we do have, we had a good week last week. We have one team that's undefeated, and we have one team that is hasn't won a game yet. So let's see. I want to go here, and let's go ahead and present this up as far as the scores from last week's game. And let's see. They're going to come up. Going to hit present. Okay, there we are. There's the present. And let's turn off the ticker tape here. Ticker tape. Smooth operation going on here. So these are our week 4 final scores. The Battlehawks ended up having no problem taking care of the Memphis Showboats, 32-17, increasing they're right behind the Stallions, Birmingham Stallions. They're 3-1. And then the next game was the Stallions, of course, won. Washington Defenders, that was a good game. They could have won that game, and they did not. And we had these are all 3 games were on last Saturday. And we had the Panthers, Michigan Panthers. They lost to the Birmingham San Antonio Brahmas. And our Saturday game was what I called the game of the losers. They were both 0-3. You can see that the Roughnecks won out. The Houston Roughnecks beat out the Arlington Renegades. So we have the let's see, I don't want that. Let's see, let's just move that back there. There we go. We have the Birmingham Stallions at 4-0 and the Roughnecks at 1-3 as far as that goes. And and for today's games, we have 2 today and 2 tomorrow as far as that goes. And we'll get to today's schedule as far as our football games and present them. Let's see, bring this present back up. Window, here we go. And there's our games for today. We got the San Antonio Brahmas. This is starting at, both games are tonight. They're late night. They're 7 o'clock games. We have the Brahmas, San Antonio Brahmas going against the Arlington Renegades, which are 0-4. It's going to be the battle of Texas there. Texas got 3 teams. They got the Brahmas, the Renegades, and they got the Houston Roughnecks. And then, so I'm going to be making my picks at the end of the broadcast. I won't make any picks, but I think that's an obvious pick there. But then again, Arlington's home, so I might go. I haven't really decided on that yet. But then the next game, both of these games are on Fox, so they're going to probably be bouncing back and forth as far as that goes. And we do have a comment here. Sorry if I'm not right on the comments here. And loud and clear, had a chance to step outside. Oh, okay, Tony, you're back. Okay, I'm just seeing the comments now. So we're back up. I reset. The only thing I couldn't do, connect, a program note, because Tony D, for the folks that are watching replay here. Tony D is he uses Rumble Studios, and we're sort of giving feedback to each other on the utilization of it. I think it's great. I did have a little quirk as far as, but I think I let my thing set, and I was using a template from several weeks back. So I went fresh. I went everything fresh, but I still couldn't connect with YouTube and the public Facebook, Tony. But I think that's a minor glitch there. So we're up and running, and I'm on here on Rumble. I'm on Locals. I'm on Twitch. I'm on my private Facebook, and we're on X Live. Let me just double check on the X Live. Yeah, we're on X Live as far as that goes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And I see you got comments on X Live there. Okay. Now the comments from X Live did not come in. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, I just noticed that. I see on the laptop over here, you got this covered, LOL, Tony says, and got shit. Good shit, man. So that's we're seeing minor glitches with this, but that's okay. We're across multiple. So the comments didn't come in from X for some reason. So let me double check just to make sure on the comments here. Live chat. Yeah, I'm not seeing them on the client here, but I am seeing them over here. I got a page open to my X Live. So that's interesting. So they might be doing something, Tony, in the background. I think that's what those glitches mean. Okay, so they might be doing something delayed behind other platforms. And are you seeing the comments? No, I'm not seeing the comments on X, Tony. I see you just made a comment on Rumble here, delayed behind. Well, that's 2 minutes ago. Okay, so the comments may be a little bit delayed as far as that goes, and but I'm not seeing them in the Rumble Studio client here. I'm seeing them over here on the laptop that you can't see behind the green screen here. So just a little feedback. Thank you, Tony, for the comments. I appreciate the comments as far as that goes. So, and we're off and running here. Okay, so again, getting back to the games, we have 2 games tonight at 7, and then tomorrow at 12 p.m. noontime, you have the team that I am favoring to win. Full disclosure. What's that, Jack? You okay, Jackie? Okay. The Seattle Brahmas, as far as the St. Louis. Let's see. The last broadcast I did on here came up blank. I got to look into that when I get home. Check it out if you get a chance and to see if it. Yeah, I'll be available, Tony. I think these minor glitches, because I did see that type of glitch on your broadcast a couple of days ago, where I did see you on. I saw you on X and Twitch and YouTube, but I didn't see you on Rumble. The replay on Rumble you can't see, but the replay of you on X and Twitch I can see. Okay, so just to give you some feedback, it's sort of the opposite of what you saw when my broadcast. You couldn't see me on Twitch and X, but you could see me here on Rumble once I got the camera set squared away. So there is a delay, and it's just all part of the game. Nothing's perfect here on this thing called the internet, so it's all good. Let's see, the the St. Louis Battlehawks, that's the team I'm rooting for. They're going to be playing tonight or tomorrow at 12 noon against Washington, D.C. That's in Washington, and that's going to be on ESPN. And then the 3 o'clock game will be on Fox. Michigan Panthers against the Memphis Showboats in Memphis, and that should be a good game right there. I think that's a good game. Those are 2 good teams. Memphis is playing good. Michigan's playing good. DC's playing fairly good. St. Louis is playing really good. Birmingham is just they're solid. Houston, they show that they're capable, and San Antonio, they have a good defense. But Arlington is just I don't know. Their quarterback is a great quarterback, but the rest of the team is not stepping up as far as that goes. So let's see. So let's see. Let's dismiss that there. Dismiss. We'll bring up the chat there on that. Okay. So I got the chat. Let me see. Oh, you got to subscribe. I'm going to try something. I want to try a test here. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I got this muted. I'll mute that, and we'll go down here. And let's see. Let's see. Good morning from X Live. Now, see, there's something straight about to be in my third cup of coffee. Okay, Tony. Tony, I just made a comment as a test from X. This will make it. This will be interesting. I just typed that in on my desktop. So that's interesting. I didn't see the initial comments that you had on X. So I don't know if you get a chance, see if you can give me another test comment from X, but you can see good morning from X Live. So that's working for me. That's interesting. That is interesting. So there's that. Let's see what else is on the docket here. And again, the standings. We have the overall standings after last week. Let me bring that up here. And window. Here's our standings as far as that goes. You can see the Stallion. You got two conferences. You got the USFL conference and you have the XFL conference. So this is how they stand as far as Stallions 4-0. The Michigan Panthers, they're number 2. They're solid. Showboats are 1 and 3, but I almost think their play is better than the Panthers. So there might be and Arlington showed their mustard last week, winning, but it was against the Arlington Renegades, as you can see in the XFL conference. They're 0-4. With Washington D.C. is playing 500. The San Antonio Barometers are 3-1, and the St. Louis Battlehawks are number 1 in the XFL. So those are the how the division after 4 weeks. This is after 4 weeks, folks. So and today being the 5th week, we're halfway there. So we had some really good play last week. Let's see. Let's bring up. That's 5 things to watch for. What was the other thing I had? I had. Let's see if I bring this up here. I got to bring this one up here. Let's see. Over there on Roto Baller, which is a. We'll go ahead and look at this article here. This is for fantasy football, which I don't know anybody playing fantasy football for the UFL. But this is a good article as far as that I look at. And let's see if we bring this puppy up and go over it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this is a good article right here that I look at. That it's from. Let's see, where's that? Here it is. It's from Rotoball, as far as Roto Baller, and because the USFL lineup picks and the DraftKings daily fantasy. So this is the only thing I can really find as far as that goes. You put that right there. That's
I want some tape.
Oh, what type of tape?
I don't care. Just
Oh,
roll tape.
you're not burning?
I am. It's almost done.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Okay. What's that?
It's only 9:15.
Yeah. The time, it's only 9:15. So let's see. Let me check our audio just to make sure I got good audio here. Let's see. Let's hear it from the. Yeah. Okay, we're hearing it from the Twitch. So we're here. Okay, it's good on the X side, but we have here one of the top quarterbacks is Aaron McCarron of the St. Louis Battlehawks, he's established himself as a top quarterback in the league, and he is a good quarterback. He's averaging. His averages are pretty good, as you can see. I think you can read that. Yeah, you can read that. I don't need to read that. But this gives you an idea that St. Louis quarterback, here's a play last week against the Memphis.
Karen, he's had great presence all afternoon. Corner of the end zone! On the money! Peasy! Let the TP fly!
So that was a game last week that was there in St. Louis. During the afternoon, it was like 40,000 people there. So you can see he is a solid quarterback. He is a top-ranking quarterback right now in the UFL as far as that goes. And let's see, we have some other ones as far as let's see, what's it say? Well, they're just talking about this particular week. They're talking more about the betting and stuff like that, which I don't know. This is about the running backs now. Top running backs, Ricky Person from bless you, the Birmingham Stallions. And I think that's the money pick on him or something like that if you put a bet down. I'm not sure. But this gave him the rundown on the running backs as far as that goes. And Jacob Lovett, San Antonio Brahmas, he's one of the top ones here. Here's a USFL clip there of Jacob's Putzi XFL Battlehawks. This is the Battlehawks running back right here.
Going with a little screen over the middle of the field. And is it? It is! Jacob Sailors, his second touchdown of the season.
So some good play there. The St. Louis Battlehawks are solid. Wide receivers and tight ends. The top ones, Marquise Stevenson, and as far as that goes with against for San Antonio. San Antonio's they're a real versed team, and you got Tyler Vaughns for with San Antonio also here. Here's some of the
basically hasn't left the field for the Colts since. Ellinger looking for Vaughns. One-handed grab for the man out of USC to the 1-yard line. Man,
Wait a minute. Look at that picture. That's like the Indiana Colts there. What's going on with that? Maybe they just showed I just noticed that. What's going on there?
That's a heck of a catch and two great throws.
Oh, that's an NFL game. What the hell? We gotta move down here. So I look at this page. It's this is a little funky this week. It's not really giving the overall picks here as far as week 5 quarterbacks. Let's see. Yeah, it just goes down there as far as week 5 quarterbacks. The running backs, wide receiver, tight ends. It's not as fluid. More XFL coverage. Okay, that's just going over the article and stuff like that. So let's see. Let's get back to. Okay. It's one of those pages I look at that are pretty decent as far as that goes. Let me check something here. Okay. And let's see. The next thing on the docket, we have, we're going to go over the overall player stats there. Player stats overall as of after week 4. And our player stats. And again, this stat will show you, like I keep on saying, the Arlington Renegades are 0-4. And this is the one matrix or stat that I'm pretty amazed with, that you got the Arlington team. Arlington is not that good, being 0-4. But look who's at the top of the quarterback list right now, if you can see. These are the top 10 quarterbacks, how they line up now. You can see A.J. McCarlin. He's on the St. Louis Battlehawks, okay? And this is the one stat that just bewilders me, in the sense that you have Luis Perez, who's a great quarterback. He could play in the NFL. He's a great quarterback. But then you got right below him, Aaron McCarron, who is, there's that article said is number 1. It's primarily, his team is number 1 in the XFL conference. And then DC and the other conference, Birmingham, you don't see their quarter. They usually run with 2 quarterbacks. They're the one team that does a 2 quarterback concept, and it works fairly well. But they're 8th and 9th in overall. So Arlington's got the top quarterback in stats, but after 4 games, and so it's just you look at the Dormati for San Antonio. His average yardage per game is 269, which outshines all these. So I guess there's little intricacies in the stats there. Okay, so if we go to rushing, you can see Jacob Styles. He's the number 1. We talked about him. He's the number 1 running back right now after 4 games. And then Birmingham is really burning up. Well, they got 2 in the top 10. And then Michigan Panthers. That's why I think the Michigan Panthers are going to be. And then you got a third one at number 6. So in the top 6, Birmingham has 3 running backs. So they have a good running. That's an indication, I would say, in my opinion, a good running back or a good running team with 3 running backs. And then you got number 7, you got St. Louis Mateo Durant, who's a really good running back. And then Arlington, they sort of show up in the and DC defenders are not really. But receiving wise, DC defenders, they move up. Their receivers are pretty high. So, and Michigan has they have some good running backs, but they also have the number 1 receiver after 4 games. And right in the middle, you got continuity going on with the St. Louis Battlehawks. They've got 2 good receivers in the top 10. And the Brahmas, but I don't. Just one Birmingham, and that's Deion Kane, and he's a good receiver, great receiver. Now, overall defenders, these are all individual players. Now we haven't gone to the team. We'll go to the overall team, and you'll see what I'm talking about, because that factors in. If you look at the top defensive player, Birmingham. Birmingham has a very good, strong line defensive-wise. And so does San Antonio, was right up there in Michigan and DC. So that's why they're real close to each other as far as that goes. And also number 5. So those are the top defenders. They're and those are probably the top 5 teams right now. Arlington has one in number 7. And DC has Michigan has a number 2. San Antonio and DC, they have two top defenders. Special teams are special teams as far as that goes. And sorry, and then scoring wise, these are the top scorers. Michigan Panthers, Birmingham, and St. Louis are right at the top. And St. Louis has another one at number 7 and number 9. So they got 3 in the top 3 players in the top for scoring wise, as far as that goes. So there we have it. It's just these are individual stats that you're looking at right now over here, and they're very interesting to see after week 4. And like I said, the play in that last article there that we didn't really go over. We went over half-assed, but I showed you some clips. The gameplay is fantastic. Everybody's so riled up into the they're so riled up into the current NFL draft. I'm following it, but I'm not following it. The NFL draft is there. It's more prominent than it has in years past. McCarthy, I guess he went to the Vikings and stuff. It's like, let's see how the kid plays, because just a few years back, there was a draft team of 6 to 8 quarterbacks. These 6 or 8 quarterbacks are all top notch. All but one has been traded, as far as that goes. So I don't take that much stock. I think there's more hype to the NFL draft than anything, to do something about football, even though we do have NBA playoffs going on and baseball going on. And now we have the UFL Spring Football League, which is the gameplay is right up there with the NFL play, I think, because I know the NFL is watching these players, especially Jake Bakes, the kicker. I love that guy. He has a mean leg from that first 64-yarder on week 1 there. So I'm getting to know some of these players as far as that goes. Let's go to the team stats here overall after week 4. Let me bring that up here. So the NFL draft, it's like, yeah, okay. I'm hearing a little hoopla, but I'm not. I turn to the talking heads on the sports channels, and I watch maybe about a minute, and it's like there's nothing there. They're just it's sort of like I'll read the box scores on it online and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. The league, the team stats. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this one here. So these are our team stats right here, and you can see from Birmingham. Oh, I'll get rid of that. You can see offensive Birmingham. The team, this Birmingham Stallions, has the number 1 offense. They have the best offense, and right behind them is the St. Louis Battlehawks. Now, here's the one that's perplexed. The team that is 0-4, Arlington Renegades, they're number 3 with the total offense. It's like, but you're 0-4. So there's been a couple games that have been really close, and there's been a number of games, basically, of all the games that I think there's 8 or 9 games that are determined by less than 3 points and stuff like that. And Arlington's at the short end of the stick on that. So, and I think that's the only way I can look at seeing the stats. And then you can see San Antonio's number 4, Michigan Panthers are number 5 on offense, DC Defenders, and so there's that stat. Now passing, again, look who's number 3, Arlington Renegades. They're right. Their stats overall on all the matrix that I've showed so far, they're right there, but they're 0-4. St. Louis, they're either in the middle or right at the top. They've got the 4th overall offense. I'm going to emphasize a little bit on the St. Louis Battlehawks because that's the team I like playing and stuff like that. So, Michigan Roughnecks, again, they're moving up in the stats and stuff like that. So rushing, let's go to rushing. Again, Birmingham. they had 3 running backs in the top individual players, and you can see that's why they're number 1. And then St. Louis had 2, so they're number 2 on the overall rushing. And you can see, again, I'm going to emphasize on the Arlington Renegades. They're 0-4. They're right there at the bottom and stuff like that. So first downs, Burlington's up there, number 1. And look at it. Number 3 is Arlington. Number 4. Let's see, I'm seeing a pattern here. That's what I'm seeing as far as that goes. So I like looking at these stats. Conversions, that's third down conversions. Look at that. Arlington's number 1, but they're 0-4. That's the thing that's just sort of blown my mind away here after week 4. The Arlington, on paper, they look good, but when their overall stat is they're 0-4. And then right behind them is Burlington, St. Louis, and Arlington. I think they probably had to go on 4th or 3rd and long a lot of times, and they have made it. You see more of that type of play in the UFL than you do on the NFL. 3rd and long, if there's 3rd and 5, they're going to go for it, even if they're on the their side of the 50-yard line and stuff like that. And again, Houston Roughnecks, they have a rough time converting over. Penalties, let's check. Penalties, San Antonio Brahmas, yes, they are number 1. And then here's a negative stat for Arlington. That's probably why they're 0-4, that they've had some close calls. And the Michigan Panthers, they're the least penalized as far as that goes. 15 penalties. But you look at 15 to 26, that's the range that they're looking at. Well, let's see, scoring wise, again, St. Louis Battlehawks, number 1 in the scoring. And this could be a factor right there for Arlington. They're not really, they do score, but they're not up high end, even with their other stats being very high as far as that goes. So that's how we wrap up on the stats there concerning the overall teams. Let's see, 5 things to look for. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Let's see, was that? Yeah, that's on Fox. Let's go ahead and let me bring. We're gonna go over 5 things to look for for week 5. Let's see, 5 things to look for. Oh, it can come up on my Surface 3 here. Where is it? Let's refresh it. Huh. Why is it that? Exit page. Well, let's try bringing it up in another browser here. Hang on, we'll just well, let's just go ahead and let's see, at 2-2, sitting in second place of the USFL conference, Michigan Panthers made a change quarterback this week. Starting quarterback E.J. Perry was placed on the injured reserves with legs. So we got injuries going on, and let's see, Daniel Edeling will get the start for the Panthers. So the Panthers have a new quarterback facing the Memphis Showboats that are 1-3 in the Sunday 3:00 game. Eddington took over for an injured Perry. The second half, Michigan's lost to San Antonio last week. As far as that goes, I've got a lot of confidence in Danny. The Panthers head coach said if Danny takes over for a little bit at the helm while EJ gets better and stuff like that. So, we saw this back back in the NFL as far as quarterbacks are getting injured. You got to have a good quarterback. So what's the 6 for Sims? Chad Brains gets the TD for the USS.
Shoot, if you get the first 8 points, you might think about going for 3.
Etling clears it down the sideline. Got it.
Great pass. Great pass there.
Marcus Sims.
Finally.
They're going to go for 2.
They're going for
because you don't kick for an extra point in the XFL or the UFL. You run either for 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points. The Panthers signed former Los Angeles Ram quarterback Brace Perkins, adding depth behind Addington, so he's the backup. So and we saw this in the NFL as far as quarterbacks going down, and there was a big like a revolving door of quarterbacks. Michigan's matchup with Memphis is part of 3 games scheduled on Fox this weekend. But the number one thing is Stallions face the last team to beat them in the Roughnecks. Birmingham is riding an 11-game winning streak dating back to last season. This is before the UFL, but the Stallions face the last team to beat them on the road Saturday in the Roughnecks. So Houston defeated the Stallions 27-20 in Week 5 contesting Birmingham last year. So Houston's running back Mark Thompson was the catalyst for the win, rushing for 78 yards. So maybe they might be looking for a rematch and stuff like that. Looking to go on a 2-game win streak. We'll see if Houston head coach Curtis Johnson and Thompson can recreate the spark. And I guess this is the spark right here. And that's what they need. That's what the Roughnecks said. Okay, number 2 is linebacker Scotty Wright calling it a career. One of the tone setters for Birmingham over the last 3 seasons. Defensive captain linebacker Scooby Wright appears to be heading towards announcing retirement this week. Okay. University of Arizona product had been dealing with lingering neck issues. Okay, so pain, injuries. Nicknamed the Shark Dog, the likable Wright developed into one of the fan favorites for Birmingham. Wright also was an important cog for Birmingham as a defensive player. So it looks like he's going to retire. Let's see, is this about him? Oh, let's see. I didn't want that. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Oh, that doesn't play in the thing there, so we're not going to go. Okay, so number 3, Andrea Martinez returns to QB1 for Stallions. Okay, so they have two quarterbacks, but Martinez is primarily the main quarterback. The back and forth at starting quarterbacks continues for the Stallions. According to Birmingham's depth chart, Adrian Martinez will be the starting quarterback against Houston this week, earning his 2nd start for the season. Last week, Birmingham head coach Skip Holtz went with Matt Corral as a starter for the 3rd time in a week. Martinez became the first quarterback in UFL to throw over 300 yards. So they're going back and forth. And you can see their stats right there between the 2 quarterbacks. They're well versed, and through Week 4, they're very solid as far as quarterbacks. Matt Corral, the 2 head monsters, and they utilize them very efficiently. From what I've seen, the gameplay up here till Week 4. Number 4, new kicker for the Renegades. The Renegades released kicker Taylor Rosilino, and we'll go with a new one there, Jonathan Gabriel, as his replacement. Also, Stallions place kicker Chris Belwitt on injured, and so there's some movement in injured. But the That being said, I just think I'm just a fan of Jake Bates, the Michigan Panthers kicker. And then for week number 5, the fifth item to be looking for, the 5 things this week, you have St. Louis doing everything return. Do everything return man Darius Shepard has been one of the most explosive players in the league. Shepard leads the UFL all-purpose yardage with 724. Shepard has recorded a league high of 462 yards on kick returns. So those are the 5 things as far as on over there on Fox Sports to be looking for week 5. So it's going to be an exciting week 5 as far as that goes, and we'll see. So my picks. Let's go with my picks as far as that goes. We're coming up on the hour here. Let me bring this up. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Let's see, and go to present. Window, and then let's see, we're going to go do our picks right here online. My week 4 picks. The first game, we got San Antonio versus the Brahmas. Let me make sure schedule. Let me see something. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. So I just want to make sure my notes. I remember week 2, I had my notes all screwed up. So these are the games, and this is going to be my my live picks here as far as at the end of the broadcast here. So and what we have here is San Antonio versus. These are the San Antonio versus Brahmas, Arlington Renegades, and Birmingham Stallions and Houston Renegades. These 2 games are tonight at 7. So for the first game, San Antonio and Brahmas against Arlington Renegades, I want to pick Arlington, but I think they're going to go 0-5. So I'm going with let me go ahead and get the highlight here. I'm going to go with the Brahmas. So that's my pick. Okay, they're going to go in and they're going to win the game. I don't think Arlington has the momentum. They have the stats. I could be wrong on that. There's a possibility of them winning, being the home team, but I'm going to go San Antonio just looks strong. The second game, Birmingham Stallions against the Houston Roughnecks. This is the one game. Birmingham Stallions, you figure they're the favorite to win. This is going to be my upset right here. I'm going to take the Roughnecks. Okay? So these 2 games may flip. As far as that goes, because I'm not sure what my total. Next week I'll present after 5 weeks what my overall win loss total, because I think I split last week. So we're gonna go with the Houston Roughnecks on that game, and then this game right here. Well, you know who I'm gonna pick. That's my team. I gotta, it's just like in the NFL. My weekly picks in the NFL, I would always pick the New York teams. It was either the Buffalo Bills, I would pick them automatically, the New York Giants, the losing New York Giants, and the New York Jets. Last year I'm fully vested in being a New York Jet fan again. Over the years, I didn't really care for the Jets, but it'll be interesting to see what happens over the NFL. But that's when we get into the NFL, our good friend Tony D, who was in the chat here earlier, who's working down there in Warner Robins, Georgia this Saturday. He has a broadcast that's called Belt Kings Fantasy Football, where I'm graciously invited as a guest, and I greatly appreciate that, Tony. He had season 2 this past NFL season, which we had a ball. It's great. We have Tony. There's Michael Bathurst that comes in, who talks about football, and I'm in there talking also. I'm not that well versed, but Tony definitely is well versed on the players. And Michael Bathurst, he showed his mustard as far as being a really good there's a couple things I didn't really agree with them, but that's what makes the show interesting and stuff like that. So we have great fun in doing the broadcast here. So on this game, I am, like I said, in the NFL, I would always pick the New York teams, and so this is an automatic right here because I made no bones, no full disclosure. St. Louis Battlehawks are my favorite team as far as that goes, and this is their stadium back here. As far as that goes, it rocks. They have the fans, and I'm one of their fans. This next game, this is going to be an interesting game. Memphis Showboats and Michigan Panthers. I like what I see with Michigan, but Memphis Showboats, they're at home, and I think they're going to be the one team this weekend that's going to be, Arlington. I think they're at home. I don't think they're going to be that strong. I think Houston might be strong at home. DC Defenders depends. Battlehawks, I think they're just going to be overwhelming. But on this game, this is our last game here. I'm going to go ahead. I like the Michigan Panthers. I like Jake Bates, the kicker. So I'm going to be going with him as far as the overall pick. So those are my picks for week 4. Or no, this is week 5. What the hell? I forgot to change. Let's change that. It's week 5, folks. What I got? I'm saying week 4. It's week 5 as far as that goes. And let's see. Michigan Panthers, and Memphis. Yeah, so our games are San Antonio against Arlington, Birmingham against Houston tonight at 7 p.m. on Fox. And then tomorrow, starting at 12 o'clock, you got St. Louis Battlehawks against the DC Defenders. They're in Washington on ESPN. And then the 3 o'clock game tomorrow is Michigan Panthers against the Memphis Showboats. So there we have it. That's our broadcast. We're coming up on an hour. So despite the minor technical difficulties, we're at week 5. We're halfway through the UFL football season. In my opinion, the play has been fantastic. I really enjoy the play. The play has been great, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm enjoying doing this broadcast here to continue to talk about football after the NFL. I think this has been a great first year of the UFL, UFL, with the 2 conferences, the USFL and the XFL, who have been playing for the last couple of years now and stuff like that. So I think the combination is really good. And like I said, I know this year's play has been better than the last couple of years of play on those 2 conferences. And there's people in the NFL that are watching these players. They are watching these players, and we may see I think we'll see quite a few of these players probably getting maybe a 1-year contract, if anything. Fall back, we've seen already a couple from last year's XFL and USFL going. Some of them as a backup quarterback. I think there's a backup quarterback for Green Bay came from one of the conferences. So, but it's interesting. It's an interesting mix as far as that goes. And but with that, we're going to go ahead. We're at our 1 hour mark. We're going to go ahead and exit stage left and just get another cup of coffee and enjoy our Saturday. So I want to say thank you very much for you all being here. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much. A big thumbs up to you all as far as that goes. I greatly appreciate it. It's always fun having the technical difficulties doing these type of broadcasts. But we're on the Rumble Studios, which I think is a great platform. And I want to say thank you to Rumble. Thank you to Twitch as far as being able to broadcast into. I'm not sure what's going on. And we're on X Live Locals, which is something on Rumble. If you look at my Rumble page, you'll see go to Locals. It's another place you can post. But I'm also FR Man Rich over there on X. and at Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook. It's all the real Fireman Rich. And I wish you all well. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. And with that, we're going to be left. Yeah, that's my left. We'll exiting stage left and get our see what the day brings. So you all have a great one. Have a great weekend, folks. Enjoy the football play of the UFL. And you all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.